Yo, my people, CFC, Redis Blue, back with another video, and it's match preview settings, man. This the match preview for the Chelsea versus Fulham game in the Premier League tomorrow. Kickoff is at 3 p.m., but make sure to join my watch along from about 2 p.m. We can discuss the team news and get my reaction as the game goes on. And I can't even lie to you, man. Hey, man don't even celebrate Christmas out here, but hey. It doesn't mean obviously I just don't celebrate Christmas. I'm Muslim, so to all of you people that do celebrate it, enjoy it, man. But we are here. Talk about the match preview. You guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notification bell so you don't miss any Chelsea content from me. And yeah, man, help me get at least 1,000 views on this match preview on this Christmas day. Oh my days. Chelsea play tomorrow on Boxing Day, and hey man, we got Fulham. Enzo Maresca was asked in his press conference about team news and other things. So I'm going to go through the quotes and say what he was saying. But yeah, man, this is what Enzo Maresca had to say on what he had to say in terms of what's that thing called again? Team news, yeah, team news and everything that was asked in his press conference. So yeah, appreciate the support. Also, let me know if you prefer me to go live. Yeah, this video. Let me know if you like this video, vote on the poll or live stream, whichever you want to say it is. But yeah, this is what Enzo Maresca had to say. So this is in terms of Premier League expectations, and he said we have said many times that we are ahead of our expectations in terms of the way we are playing and points. For us, the main focus is to see how we can improve the players and game by game improve the team. It's not about the pressure for the players, club, or me. For me, it's the reality. I would like to have that kind of pressure, and hopefully soon we can have that kind of pressure. That's what I had to say on Chelsea's Premier League expectations. There's some things that he had to say. And we are not in a title race. Everyone keeps stating the fact that, oh yeah, Chelsea, we are in a title race. We're just massively overachieving. Considering this time last year, after at least 18 games were played, we was 10th in the Premier League this time last year. We are now second. We have gone from 10th to 8th. The second biggest gap in terms of going up higher compared to the last time we done it. That was when we finished. That was at one point was 15th at Christmas, and then we went on to win the Premier League the season after. So, like, because we're in and around, we can say that we can what's the thing called? Use this opportunity to sometimes be like, oh yeah, we're in a title race, but deep down, end of the day, we are aiming for top 4. And basically, for me, we're in the 25th of December, hand on heart, we are going to get Champions League football. There's no doubt about it. And that's just one thing that's confirmed. So that's what I wanted for Chelsea going into the Premier League. I know people are saying that it's too early, you can say that kind of thing, but I can't lie. We are definitely going to get top 4. The way this manager has us playing and the points that we have, he even says it. Like, we are definitely ahead. So it's just based on the points that we have and the way that we play, and it's down to him and the players available. So big him up. But obviously, that was just my thoughts on the whole expectations thing. Now let's talk about Chelsea's good form against Fulham. So it's football. The Brentford game was the other side, and we won them. I don't pay attention to the past. The result you cannot control, but you can control the way you want to play. So that is true. And then he had this to say on the team news for Fulham. Romeo is still recovering. He's much, much better. He's already working on the pitch, but unfortunately he's not ready. And everyone is okay. It's the same situation as Everton. So that's what he had to say in terms of his certain team news and other things like that. And personally speaking, I hear it still. Obviously, the Romeo Lavia situation, this is now like 3 games in a row. I think he's missed. He's definitely at least missed 2. But it could be 3 that he's missed. If man's going to be sitting here and be honest, it's like this is a guy who's very valuable to the team, but he won't be available for this game. Everyone else, bar Benoit Badiashile, Shaw, Wesley Fofana, Reece James, Mikhailo Mudryk, they will be available. So Marco Correa will be back as well. So we have to be thankful that Marco Correa is back because he's going to be key in this game. He will be key in this match. But in terms of the Lavia situation, hopefully he's back for our next game because after this we got Ipswich away in 3 days' time, or 4 days' time from now. Wait, 5 days' time from now. So can't even lie, man. It's good to know that he probably will be back for that game, but it's trying to know we won't have him for Fulham. But other than that, in terms of the record, we have a very, very good record against Fulham. But it was literally just like the Brentford game where we didn't have a great record against them. And it was similar to the Crystal Palace one because we had beaten them like 13 consecutive times, but then we drew. So all records are meant to come to an end at some point, but as long as we keep playing the way that we are playing, we will do our thing. And this is just to show how we will be playing and how we have played so far this season. Because this is the Premier League table after 17 match days. And the 17 match days, as you can see, Chelsea are sitting second with 35 points. And you got Fulham on 25. We are comfortably 10 points ahead of Fulham going into this game. We have one more game played more convincingly, but with the way that Fulham have played, they have had great performances at some times. Obviously, they drew to Liverpool. They drew with Arsenal. I'm not necessarily remembering their Manchester City score, but they have been doing quite well. And defensively, they do well, to be fair to you. Like, I think let me just check. What is their defensive record in the league? Because obviously they only have +2 goal difference, but it just means that they could score a lot. I mean, they couldn't score. They won't score better, but they just don't concede a lot either. So let me just check. What is their stats for a club in terms of goals conceded? Because I swear these men are good for clean sheets. Well, no, they're actually poor. They've only kept 3 clean sheets, so yeah. I'd be raw. I thought they were good defensively. Maybe it's just the Antoine Robinson brother. He just gets a lot of FPL points, but can't even lie. I don't really watch too many Fulham games this season, so yeah, man. Nonetheless, they are 9th and we are 2nd. We have to win this game, not just because of the fact that we've come off a win streak, but it's just due to the fact that this is a West London derby. We need to show Fulham who runs West London, and we run it. Clearly, we are the highest in terms of all London teams, and we have already beaten Brentford. We have to beat Fulham because we cannot afford to drop points with the sheer fact that Arsenal could go ahead of us. We want to retain the 2nd place position as much as possible because we're not necessarily aiming for first, but the longer we just keep being 2nd, is the more we can be in this conversation, whether we believe that we're in a title race or not. So I'll be real, to beat Fulham will be immense, especially with how close the Premier League table is, because we're only 2 points ahead of Arsenal and 4 points ahead of Nottingham Forest. So we won't be able to drop to 4th, but we could drop to 3rd, depending on other results. And we need to try to keep the pressure on Liverpool, if we're going to be honest. If we want to still believe that at some point in the future we can be in a title race, we need to win this game because we have Fulham and then we have Ipswich. So we need to capitalize on these wins. So let's just see what we're going. But obviously that is the Premier League table, as you can see. We'll see what changes between now and the weekend. I kind of did a review before on the match review for the last Chelsea match. So I went through those teams already. Manchester United, you man are 13th. Hold that, fam. Yeah, we know you're playing, but already and deep. We are 8 points ahead of Manchester City. Wow, insane. They're down below us. But yeah, man, that is that. And now I'm gonna go and look at the head-to-head stats for this game. So these are the head-to-head stats for the match. So Chelsea, we have won 52 times, and Fulham, they have won 12 times. That's insane. We have beaten them way more times. As you can see, we have very, very good form against Fulham. These guys very rarely beat us, as you can see. And to even go with this in terms of like match facts for this game, Chelsea are unbeaten in their last 19 home league games against Fulham, winning 12, drawing 7, since a 2-0 loss in the second tier in October 1979. Fulham have won just 2 of their 34 Premier League games against Chelsea, drawing 11 and losing 21 times, with their 6% win rate against the Blues, the lowest any side has another in the competition's history, minimum 20 meetings. Damn, they're despicable, innit? Chelsea have lost 2 of their last 3 Premier League games on Boxing Day, as many as they had in their previous 22 such games, winning 12, drawing 8. They did win 3-1 at Aston Villa in their last such match in 2021. However, damn, we have lost 2 of the last 3 Premier League games on Boxing Day, as many as we had in the last 22. That just goes to show that the last 2 seasons, they have not been that great. They have not been that great. Hence why we finished 6th and we finished 12th. We don't really associate those positions with Chelsea. And now we should be able to win. Having Fulham, a team that we have beaten majority of the time, having lost to in our last 19 games at Stamford Bridge or in our last 19 Premier League meetings. This is a team who is in West London. We need to show our authority because this is a London derby, and more time we should be taking these London derbies seriously because this is to show who are the bosses in the end. And that is us, London's finest, London's first, the only team in London with the Champions League. That holds weight. That holds weight. So we need to make sure that we deal with this Fulham team. We have to, man. We have to. Because yeah, man. But yeah, the last 2 years we haven't won on Boxing Day. So we need to win it. 3 times is the charm. Maresca and the Mandem should be able to do that still. Should be able to do that. So but also, so in a run stretching back to 1984, Chelsea have won just 2 of their last Chelsea have won just 2 of their last 11 London derby matches played on Boxing Day, drawing 5 and losing 4, going on to win the title in both campaigns in which they did 3-2 versus Fulham in 05-06 and 2-0 versus West Ham in 14-15. Wow. That's a bad record. Damn, in a run stretching back to 1984, Chelsea have won just 2 of their last 11 London derby matches played on Boxing Day. But the times that we have won it, we've won the league title. Damn. That's interesting stuff. Especially considering the fact that Liverpool, they are top at Christmas, but they are one of the few teams that have finished top at Christmas but have gone on to lose the Premier League title. This is what I'm saying. If we can win this game, that could change a lot of things because we can try to keep up with certain omens. Obviously, the last 2 years we haven't lost. The last 2 years we've lost on Boxing Day, and in those subsequent seasons we haven't even got in Champions League football. This year we should be able to win this game and definitely get guaranteed Champions League football. Then to also talk about the fact that if we can try win the league this season, we can look back at this stat, and who knows in the future, this could be something. Because damn man, the only times we have won in the London derbies on Boxing Day out of our last 11, we've gone on to win the league, and every other time we've either drawn or lost. So we could draw tomorrow, or we could lose. But forget that. We need to get this W because we beat Fulham 3-2 in 05-06 and West Ham in 14-15. Hopefully tomorrow is a great day where we can get another 3 points because we need it. It'll be a true test, especially going in the long books, because if we win this game, it could go on to show that we could definitely challenge for the title, and we definitely can because people keep putting us in the conversation. But the more we win games, it's just the higher likely that it will be. So yeah, man, that's a mad start. I'll definitely post that. I'll show that in the while we're doing the watch along tomorrow. Fulham have lost just one of their last 7 Premier League games on Boxing Day, winning 2, drawing 4. Though that defeat did come at Bournemouth in last season's 3-0 fixture. Yeah, man. Damn. Definitely gonna pull up that tomorrow. But yeah, man. Can't even lie to you. That is some interesting stuff. That is some interesting stuff still. But as you can see, in the 52 wins, we've beaten them 52 times. We've won 12. I mean, we've lost 12 times. In the last 3 games, we have beaten them 1-0, 2-0, and drawn 0-0. In our last 5 Premier League games, they have won once, but drawn 4 times. We have won 4 times, but drawn once. So no one's on any bad form in terms of losing, but someone's definitely going to have to lose in this game. I'll be real. Someone's going to have to lose in this game because we need this W. But things are pointing to a draw because these guys be drawing. We literally drew our last game. But we shall see. We shall see. Miz on me. But yeah, man. Tuesday. Can't lie though. It's gonna be interesting to see that. But then that is the head-to-head stats as well as match facts. So enjoy that. Now, man's gonna be showing you guys my predicted XI for this game. And this is my predicted XI. Robert Sanchez in goal. Right back, Malo Gusto. Centre backs, Tosnada Abayo, Levi Colwill. Left back, Mark Cucurella. CDMs, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo. On the left, Jadon Sancho. On the right, Noni Madueke. Cam Cole Palmer. Striker, Nicholas Jackson. This is my predicted XI going into this game. And to be honest with you guys, it's quite solid. As you can see, the only issue is that obviously Romeo Lavia is going to be missing the game. He will be missing in this match. So it's not going to be that simple because we're going to have to get is Cucurella going to invert? And then if that's the case, is Malo Gusto going to go central centre back? Is he going to move up? Like, I don't know. Malo Gusto in this season isn't necessarily having a great season. But it's like, I'd rather play him right back rather than have the Sassy. But the Sassy could play right centre back. And he probably will do it better than Gusto just because he is a centre back. I'd rather that. But yeah, man. Not having Lavia in this team is jarring because I would actually rather put Caicedo in that position and then invert him to be with Lavia than Enzo moves up rather than Cucurella move in. I'd rather Cucurella go as a left side centre back, but Gusto moving forward. It's not always the best, but at least if we have someone like Cucurella in the team, it will show the fact that he could make us more defensively balanced and could get the better out of Gusto moving up higher. But it's like Enzo can't move up that higher as well. That's the reason why having Lavia in this team just makes everything more stable because Enzo I think he would have more freedom moving upwards a lot of the time, even though he did do that in the last game. But it's like we don't have to worry about many counterattacks or anything like that. So that's just a jarring thing. Gusto is technically gifted, but he's just literally learning a whole new role. And it's going to be difficult for him, especially with the fact that Enzo Maresca is doing a lot of things differently compared to Pochettino. So it's that building block. But I would expect him to start tomorrow because I just don't think we're going to start the Sassy 100% certain. But we have to just wait and see because Gusto is the right back. But yeah, we'll just wait and see. But this is how I would put my predicted XI, if I'm gonna be honest with you. The defense is quite solid. Tosin had a very good game in the last match. He made a great block in the last game that helped us draw. So big him up. Sanchez had a great performance in the last game as well, so he deserves to keep his players. So that's Colwell. Cucurella is going to be back in the team. Enzo and Caicedo, these guys have been running the midfield recently, and arguably two of the top three midfielders this season, if I'm going to be honest with you. Enzo has improved tremendously. And I was saying that there is a video out on my channel where I'm literally saying that Enzo Maresco is going to make Enzo Fernandez world class under him, like literally. And he has been helping him do that. You got Enzo Fernandez now arriving in the box, scoring goals, getting assists as well. Like he's been more involved in goal involvements during his last 10 games than probably his last 30 in all competitions for Chelsea. Like he has at least 10 goal contributions in his last 7 games. The guy is ridiculous, improving so much. And even in the last game where I would have given him man of the match for the performance that he done, he didn't get a goal or an assist, but his work rate was just up and down, up and down. Even in the last part where we might have had an opportunity to score, he won the ball back. He sprinted up. He won the ball back. And if it wasn't for the fact that we didn't have anyone else as quickly moving as him up on the field, we could have had a 2-1 situation and potentially won the last game. But Enzo's work rate in that match was just unbelievable. And he's literally just been improving. Like, maybe the Romeo Lavia situation, the fact that he was getting chosen more just showed that Enzo had to move up higher in terms of like his work rate, because he wasn't doing as many sprints this season as he was doing last season. This season, at the start of the season, after his wife broke up with him, these kind of things have just massively improved. He keeps running, he keeps getting involved in goals, important games. I big up Enzo for his performances, and he definitely deserves to keep his place in this team. He is showing why he deserves to be as the captain, even though we know Reece James is the captain, but he is doing excellent right now as our captain. So big up Enzo Fernandez. And obviously, you got Moises Caicedo, the destroyer, arguably the best midfielder in this whole entire Premier League season so far. Obviously, you can argue like guys like Gravenberch for Liverpool, but Caicedo has been dominant in all the big games. In all of the big games, he's always been number one, at least. Like he's always been number one for me in all of the big games. Maybe Enzo might edge him in a couple, but it's like he is him. He is just such a destroyer, and he is the big reason why we even won the game against Brentford. And then that's been a tough place for us. We haven't always gotten points against them, but thanks to Caicedo, like his performance of the season helps us be in the Premier League's top four for the majority of the season. We've been in the top two for the last 3 to 4 weeks. Like this team has massively improved. This time last year, you're getting Enzo Caicedo saying, "Oh, the £100 million flops, the £100 million flops." These guys are not flops, and I've always believed in them. I've always believed in them, 100%. I knew that they could elevate to this level. We just needed the manager that could do it. And yeah, man, now that Esmeralda is getting the best out of them, this is only the first year with him. There are so many more years that he can give us. And so can these players. But Enzo Caicedo, you are my defensive period, man. My defensive pivot. You guys have been running the show. Big it up for your performances so far this season, man. It's been incredible still. Been brilliant. But then left mid, you got Jadon Sancho. And obviously Sancho for me is definitely going to start. He was our best attacker in the last game, if I'm being honest. No goals or an assist, but realistically, he took on his man bare times and he won bare duels. I done a thing where I said, "Oh yeah, I didn't make a statement, but he won the most duels in our last game." So we have to big him up for that. His work rate was very good, and like I said, even without posting up any stats, for me, he looks like our best attacker last season. In the last game against Everton. But obviously now he just gets to retain his place. We don't necessarily have any competition for him on the left-hand side. I know we got guys that can play on the left, Pedro Neto and such, but Sancho in his games, last couple of games as well, he's been just performing a whole lot better in terms of his output, taking shots off, and he's always been very creative. So it's like he deserves to stay as the left mid, especially because the only other recognised left mid that we have at the club is Mikhailo Mudryk, and he is suspended for the foreseeable future. So he should be able to play a lot of games on the left-hand side in the Premier League. Man like Jadon Sancho, he is the man. And to know that Maresca's brought the best out of him, like he's taken a massive pay cut to come to Chelsea. A massive pay cut to come to Chelsea. And look at how his season has gone so far. Got like 5 goal involvements in the Premier League already. That's what a man like Jadon Sancho is bringing to the team. Like, and he's from London, someone that man played football with as well. Like, you have to big him up, man. Man, how he plays for man's team. Man gets to enjoy seeing him live out his dream or helping man's team see the success. And he was a Chelsea fan growing up as well. So it's like big him up every single damn time, man. Man like Jadon Sancho. But yeah, he for me is definitely gonna be starting on the left hand side. But yeah, man, that's him on the left. Then you got Noni Madueke on the right hand side. Noni, like the last game, Pedro Neto didn't do necessarily that well. Like Everton played very good defensively, so we didn't necessarily get the best out of Neto. But it's like I want to see Noni play in this game and see what he does because he has been playing very well. And Neto, he hasn't been really getting too many goals and assists. And I'd be saying that okay, I don't celebrate Christmas, but hope you enjoy your day, man. But yeah, man. In terms of Madueke on the right hand side, I don't lie, man. He needs to start because he has been more impactful in terms of goals and assists this season. And Pedro Neto hasn't really been doing that in the Premier League. He did get that very good goal against Arsenal, but it's like Noni has been picking up more in terms of goals and assists. And that's what we're going to need more from our attackers to make them stay in these positions to be up in this to be up in the echelon or being the star for Chelsea. You can't just be, oh yeah, having this good game, not getting any goals and assists, and expect to start every game. Like Noni deserves to start in this match for me, and because Neto didn't necessarily have the greatest of games last game, and he wasn't necessarily so direct. So yeah, man, Noni for me is gonna start on the right hand side, but we'll see what happens. Neto could start. We have to just wait and see. But then you got Cole Palmer in cam. And it's going to be, and obviously, Enzo Maresca in his press conference stated that we can't always rely on Cole. Eventually, he'll get subbed off at some point, yada, 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 in terms of these kind of things. And I hear that. To be fair. We can't always rely on Cole. But everyone's saying that, he keeps on getting man marked. This is the first season where he's getting man marked. Like, we can't just take him off because it gets difficult for him. Like it's better for him to get used to these kind of things so that he can know when and where to move and that because we know he's intelligent. But the more you play in certain positions, the more you play against different teams, you know the different ways that they try to man mark you. You can evolve and learn how to get out of that because with every situation, there's always a get out way. And it's about Cole finding that kind of thing. And he can definitely do that in the team as long as he just makes sure that he keeps playing in these kind of in this kind of system where he's getting man marked so that he knows how to disappear and reappear and these kind of things, getting the best out of himself. So I don't necessarily agree with people saying that we can't always rely on him. He's literally our best player. It's like saying, oh yeah, Lionel Messi, would you take off Lionel Messi? It's like I know I'm not trying to necessarily compare Lionel Messi to Cole Palmer like that, but this is a very talented player. And it's like you won't take off your best players. And Cole Palmer is that. He is the man. He has in the last 50 games for Chelsea, he has 50 goals and assists for Chelsea. 33 goals in 17 games. That is not normal for a 22-year-old. There is no other 22-year-old that you can tell me about that has these stats in the Premier League in recent times. None of them. No Phil Foden, no Saka, none of that. None of that. This is Cole Palmer, and he needs to learn certain situations and get through certain things. And that's the reason why, for me, he has to start. And obviously, if at times people say he gets taken off, then I hear it, but I'm not taking him off. Personally speaking, leave bro on because everyone has bad games, but everyone will have great games. He's done have great games. 2 games already. He's had 4 goal involvements in 2 different games this season. Like as long as he learns how to be moving in certain situations and in playing in this kind of temperature in this cold, like it'll just make him better as the years go on because you just learn certain different situations, but you have to be in them in order to learn them. So that's just why for me, man like Cole Palmer definitely has to start. People will say that we should start Joao Felix and that I hear it. But has people ever wondered to so is that why doesn't Joao Felix play a lot more? Like he doesn't get brought off the bench at anything more often than not in the Premier League. And I just think it's down to the fact that Maresco doesn't necessarily like he everyone can say so many different things, but it's like the actions speak louder than words. Christopher Nkunku, someone who Maresco has stated that is isn't a number 9, he plays as a number 10. But it's like maybe the board are the reason why Joao Felix is here because I don't think Maresca necessarily wanted him, but he tries to fit him in. But he also wants someone like Nkunku to be able to play as well. But it's like it's just difficult for me because like I said, Joao Felix, I don't know whether it's like a board thing because I don't necessarily think that Maresca really wants to start him, but the board might want him to or play him more, but he doesn't necessarily do that too much because Joao doesn't necessarily get too many goals or assists in the Premier League. Christopher Nkunku can do that, but Nkunku right now he could be getting frustrated with just the fact that obviously how things have gone. He wasn't necessarily meant to be a bench player when he first came, but he got the injury. Cole Palmer done his thing. He was out for the majority of the season. He can't get in this team now as starting as number 10 because that's Cole's position. So it's like he might not feel the same energy that he was feeling when he came and all of these kind of things just due to the fact that he isn't going to be in these kind of roles. And that's why I feel like he will definitely leave at some point next summer. I mean, in the next summer, like he could definitely leave because it's going to be a World Cup here. He needs to prove himself. And he's not really getting too many game minutes right now. He gets in the Conference League and that. And even there, like Maresca has even stated the fact that he isn't a striker, but in the Conference League, in the last like 2 or 3 games, he's been playing in Kunku in his best position. And that is a number 10, putting Joao Felix on the bench. Like, if that doesn't tell man enough that he doesn't necessarily rate Joao Felix that much and he rates Nkunku a lot more, it's like for me, that should be plain as day. Because there's times where Nkunku could start as number 10 and Joao Felix won't necessarily start. So, like, I just don't think as good as Joao Felix is, that Maresca really rates him. He would prefer someone like Nkunku, but it could be a board clashing kind of thing. I don't know. But that's just my thoughts on a number 10 situation. But Cole Palmer should definitely start. If anyone thinks that Joao Felix should come on or he should start, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, man. We'll see if he leaves and we'll see if he leaves in January. But I doubt it, to be honest with you. I think he will stay longer than Nkunku, and I think Nkunku will leave in the summer. But yeah, man, I just don't think Maresca rates him too much. That's the reason why he doesn't really get in too many teams. If I'll be honest with you, people can say so many different things, so many different things, but the actions speak louder than words. And Maresca's actions have shown that he will rather bring on Nkunku, someone that he's said at times is going to be as a striker, but he is a number 10. Like, he said it many times. So yeah, man. Everyone just has to see, but yeah, man. Joao Felix, yeah, I don't think he'll get any game time, but if he does, we'll see in it. But then you have our striker, Nicholas Jackson. Man like Nico, he's gonna start every single game for me in the Premier League. I'm not gonna sit here and say that anyone's gonna be starting above Nicholas Jackson in this Premier League. I know people are gonna be sitting there talking about obviously Mark Gu, who scored so many goals in the Conference League, but it's the Conference League, people. It's the Conference League. I know his energy and stuff like that. Like that's brilliant. His press is brilliant. We need that energy, and people could sit there and say that if we bring him on last game instead of it and not having Kunku on, we could have potentially scored from the Enzo Fernandez chance. I know. That's actually very true. I wouldn't necessarily disagree. But it's a thing where it's like, fam, Mark Gu in certain situations, would he be able to play in this cold and that? You don't really know, if you're gonna be honest with you. Don't necessarily really know. But you have to go with the kind of experience. Hopefully we do. We have to go with the experience, if we're gonna be honest, man. Like Jackson's doing his thing. Mark Gu, I don't think we should bring him on. Like, let's be real, everyone's gonna be sentimental to him because he scored a hat trick recently. He scored 6 goals. We love his work rate, but he's always had his work rate since the start of the season. But now he's bagging goals in the Conference League. People are gonna be saying that, oh yeah, he should be bringing one off the bench because we don't really like what Nkunku's given us and this kind of thing. Like, have to bear in mind the conditions that we're playing is very cold in this place. So, like, can't expect people to be moving the same ways that they were a couple months ago because it's just a difference in temperature. You literally can't necessarily move the same way that you were doing before. So it's like the players, the players need to be in certain situations. But that's why for me, people that say that Mark Gu should come on, yeah, man, I don't necessarily agree with that. I would still bring on Nkunku or just keep Jackson on for as long as possible. But those are the two that I'd bring on. I'm gonna let Gu play a lot of minutes in the Conference League, in the Carabao Cup, and the FA Cup, and these kind of things. But the Premier League, leave that to the big guys because more often than not, even though we haven't necessarily won our last game, we haven't lost in a while as either. And if we don't lose tomorrow, that will be 10 games we haven't lost straight since 2021 under Thomas Tuchel. So it's like we are doing very well because I remember last year we'll be talking about L's and draws more than W's at this point. So I have to be grateful how the team is. Like, we're doing exceptionally well for the way we are in the Premier League. But Nicholas Jackson will be my striker. This will be obviously my predicted side. Sanchez in goal. Gusto, Tosin, Cole, Cucurella, Enzo, Caicedo, Madueke, Palmer. Sancho Jackson, you'll let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And I said Charles Tosin is doing well in the defense. Without Tosin on Sunday, we lost the game. You can't say that, but him and Sanchez made brilliant blocks and slash saves. So big them up, man. Big them up. But that just goes to show that we're massively improving. Our team is doing so well compared to last season. Like I said, if man was to show the table of where we were last year at this point, let me just get this up. I don't know. Two seconds. No sense. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, this is bloody hell. So fair enough. This is after 18 games last season. This is how the Premier League table was looking this time last season. Look where we were. After 18 games, we had 22 points after 18 games. Whereas now, we have 35 points and we played a game less. So it goes to show that we have just been on doing our thing. Have to big up Enzo Maresca every single damn time, and the players. They are immense, and they do brilliantly for us every single time. And obviously, like I've already mentioned, this is when the match starts. Appreciate you lot's views. Love for the support on the channel. If you're new, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Matchday will be live for the watch along tomorrow, which starts at 2 p.m. Starts at 2 p.m. My people, damn. And yeah, but yeah, this is the home team. Where is it? Obviously, just to show you, in case you didn't know, obviously, match day is tomorrow, 3 p.m. kickoff, Boxing Day 2024. Match day 18 at Stamford Bridge. We will be taking on Fulham. I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Where's your score prediction going to be for this game? Let me know down below. Let me know your score predictions down below in the comments. As you said, 2-1 Chelsea. Fair enough. Fair enough. 2-1 Chelsea. Appreciate the views. Love for the support. Remember, as the title says, it's time for us to show Fulham who runs West London. So let me know how much you think Chelsea will win in the comments down below. The winners will get a shout out in the review. And this is the match day pause. I'll be live for like another 10 minutes or so. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Remember, 2 p.m. tomorrow is when the watch long will start. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in terms of your score predictions. No, I appreciate it. Obviously, it's just a predicted XI. It doesn't necessarily mean that it will be the lineup, but that's my one. I think Noni should start tomorrow. Neto was calm, but just wanted a little bit more. I know he's been doing more recently in terms of goals and assists. And for our players to be playing week in, week out, we only need their work rate to be up. We need their goal contributions to be up as well. So that's the reason why we definitely, I would rather start him right now over Neto, personally speaking. But yeah, I want you lot to let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. How many votes on the poll have we had? Man, has 6 votes on the poll. How many views? Help me get at least 100 views. Help me get at least 200 views on this watch along. That's a watch along on this match preview. I'll be live for at least another 15 minutes. This is the Premier League table. Remember, this is the Premier League table going into this week's games. We need to beat Fulham so that we can't allow Arsenal to go above us. We must. We must. And remember, Chelsea have not won on Boxing Day in our last 11 games. But the times we have won, we've gone on to win the title. It's very interesting stuff. Very interesting. We could just, as long as we do this, we're just guaranteed to get top 4 the way I see it. Even though I think we're already going to be getting top 4 this season, we can look at this table now. You can click me. Chelsea will be playing Champions League football in 2025. It will definitely be a 100%. But you got teams like Manchester United. Look at United, 13th. I was saying it. I've said this for many times. Enjoy being between 9th and 13th. Enjoy it, man. You man will be in the bottom half or near enough the bottom half for the majority of the season. You man have definitely been being there, United, man. You definitely have been being there. And then also Liverpool. I don't even know who they're playing this weekend, but hopefully they drop points. If they drop points, that gives us more life in terms of seeing if we can be in this tower race. But realistically, we're not in the tower race, man. We're not. Then you got Arsenal. Hopefully they drop points. Saka's out, so that'll be a long day for them. I don't even know who they be playing next, but they don't have no Saka. It's a long day for them. That can help us a lot. With him being out for at least 4 weeks. So that would be brilliant. And then you have Nottingham Forest 2 or 4th. These are a surprise of the season so far. Surprise of the season so far. Man, I said Nottingham Forest. Nuno Espirito Santo is a very good manager, man, to be having these guys up here. And it bigs them up even more because they use some with Chelsea Club and graduates as well. So big them up, man. Got guys like Chris Wood doing his thing as well. So that top 4 looks very interesting. You wouldn't have thought that this would be the top 4 at the start of the season. But going into match week 18, this is it. So let's see what happens. Because this will be the top 4 unless Nottingham Forest drop points and Bournemouth or Aston Villa pick up points. So we're going to have to wait and see what this will be saying, if we're going to be honest. But this is the Premier League table. Again, I'm going to go over the quotes that Enzo Maresca was said, some quotes that he said during his press conference. This is what he said during his press conference, just some quotes that I done up. So he said many times that we are ahead of our expectation in terms of the way we are playing and points. This is his thoughts on Premier League expectations. For us, the main focus is to see how we can improve the players and game by game improve the team. It's not about the pressure for the players, club, or me. For me, it's the reality. I would like to have that kind of pressure, and hopefully soon we can have that kind of pressure. That's his thoughts and opinions on some Premier League expectations. I would have said it earlier in the video, but if anyone that's joining in right now, I'll just say it again because I'm going to be cutting the next 12 minutes. So, yeah, man, I be real. So yeah, this way I had to say. He will never say that we're in the tower race, but we are ahead of expectations, as he has stated. We have more points and are playing better than what we would have expected going into the season. Hence why the big point jump. This time last year we had 22 points. Now we're 35. We are head and shoulders above our expectations, second in the Premier League. But we are not Premier League contenders. Look at team like Arsenal. They are contenders. For the last 2 seasons, they've come with inches, millimeters of the Premier League tower. Just can't get over that line. Just couldn't get over that line. But us, it's different. People can sit there and say that we could be in a title race. You could say that just because we have the amount of points, and that keeps us up there. But as long as we keep having those points, we can be in these conversations, but we can still deny them. We can still deny them. Even if at times you'll be like, maybe we can still deny, because the only thing that can change things is by March, if we are top or still in the top 2/top 3 by like 4 points or something. Because one thing Liverpool and Arsenal have shown over the years is that just because they're top at Christmas doesn't mean they're going on to win the Premier League. Teams in red have bottled these kind of things. All of the last times over the last couple of years that you've seen teams from Christmas to go on to win it, only Liverpool have done that, but they've bottled it twice. So if they just wait and see what gone for the season. But obviously, in terms of Premier League expectations, that's what he had stated. He had this to say on the good form Chelsea have against Fulham. So it's football. The Brentford game was the other side, and we won then. I don't pay attention to the past. The result you cannot control, but you can control the way you want to play. That's what I had to say in terms of our good form. And as I would have shown you in the head-to-head, this is the form that we have. We have 52 wins compared to Fulham's 12. They have only beaten us 12 times in more than 60 meetings. We win. We run West London. We have won 2 out of the last 3 in the Premier League. That's what we have done. But we have 1 draw in our last 5. They have 4 in the last 5. They have not been winning. We have been winning more, but they are doing quite well for themselves. But that's what I have to say in terms of the good form, because as you can see, we normally batter Fulham, or we just get wins and don't get losses. So hopefully tomorrow can be the same kind of thing, that we can get this dub. Hopefully. But obviously that's what I had to say in the good form. This what I had to say in the injury news. I said the team news in regards to Fulham. So Romeo is still recovering. He's much better. He's much better. He's already working on the pitch, but unfortunately he's not ready. Everyone else is okay. It's the same situation as Everton. So yeah, man. No Moises no Reece James, no Benoit Badiashile, no Wesley Fofana, no Mikhailo Mudryk, but Marco Correa does return to the team. No Romeo Lavia, jarring. I feel like we would definitely miss him, but it's just how it goes. And that's the course he had to say. This is my predicted XI. One more time. The predicted XI: Sanchez in goal, right back Gusto, Tosin, Levi Cole with centre backs. They did very well in the last game. Left back Marco Correa, CDMs Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo. They deserve to keep their positions. Madueke in for Neto. Let me know your thoughts if you agree with that. Cole Palmer and Cam. Sancho on the left. Jackson up top. That's my predicted XI. And yeah, man, let me know your thoughts and opinions. And now to reveal my score prediction for this game. And my score prediction for this match, I'm going to go with a 2-0 Chelsea win. I'm going to go with a 2-0 Chelsea win. It's hard for me to necessarily predict clean sheets, but considering we kept a clean sheet last week in a game where we could have easily lost, I think we can definitely do that. Marco Correa coming to the side will make everything more fluid. Generally speaking, Malo Gusto, him and Vern isn't necessarily the best thing. And the worry for me going into this game could be the fact that who's going to invert? Is it going to be Cucurella? Because if he does invert, are we going to start Gusto with the Sassy start? Could Josh Achampong start? I have to wait and see, because that right side, yeah, man, or I'll have Cucurella cut in, but will we get the best out of Enzo in this situation? Like, the balance that Lavia can give us in this team is immense. But that's why, for me, yeah, man, I'd rather start Gusto right back. But it's going to be interesting to see how we do it? Is Cucurella being back in the squad going to elevate us that much? Is our good form against Fulham just overall just going to outshine? Or is it going to be a Boxing Day where we've lost? Because in our last 2 Boxing Day matches, we've lost. We haven't won. And our last 11 London Derby matches on Boxing Day, we've only won twice. But all of those times in 2015 as well as 2017 or something like that. No, it was 2005 and 2015 that we won on Boxing Day, winning on London derbies. So we don't have great form in London derbies on Boxing Day. Hopefully tomorrow we can break it. The predicted XI should be able to do that. But hopefully we just do our thing, because Fulham are a decent team. They are 9th in the Premier League. We're 10 points clear. We have to win this game because we are the favourites. We need to keep up pace with Liverpool. We need to keep distance between us and Arsenal for as long as possible, especially with them going to be without Saka. We need to capitalise on this because after Fulham, we got Ipswich, and then we can end off a great December because we haven't lost at any point during December. And it's the first time in God knows how long that we've actually gone December without losing. A period that's normally very bad for us. We have done very well, and we can end it on a good one. So hopefully we just get the win. I don't want us to draw. But just don't lose. But we have to show Fulham why we run West London. We have the players to do it. Man, them, get the job done. Man believes in you. Man believes in Enzo Maresca. The team that we put out should be strong enough. We have a good enough squad. But yeah, we can bring guys like Neto, can bring guys like Nkunku, Joao Felix off the bench. So that'll be a good enough squad to beat Fulham. And we have to make sure that we stop guys like Iwobi, to make sure we stop guys like Antoine Robertson, Raul Jimenez. These are threats. These are guys that are very good. You got guys like Smith Rowe. I'm not sure if he's fit or anything for Fulham, but they got a good enough team that can cause us problems. It is the Premier League. There's no necessarily easy game. There are just games that you're expected to win. And we need to win this game because we need to show why we run West London. This is a London derby. Nicholas Jackson, I hope that you score in this game. I really hope you do. You do very well in all of our games against London derby teams. You have like 11 goals and 2 assists like your last 13 games. So I hope that you score in this match because you need it. You definitely need it. Cole Palmer, yeah, man, I hope that you turn up. I expect you to. And we're at home. We do very well at home. We need to create this fortress and keep on getting our wins at home. So let's do that tomorrow. My score prediction for the game, like I said, is a 2-1 Chelsea win. I want you guys to let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the predicted XI down below. Again, this is the predicted XI. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below on this. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook for more Chelsea content. I'm CFC Riddles Blue, and I'm out. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. In a bit, my people, damn. Love. And thank you for your support. How many people voted on this poll? 7 votes. Love for your votes in the poll. Thank you for your support. In a bit, my people, damn. See you tomorrow.